Is there anybody else out there happy about what Misty did today? He had some nice moves. Stick around and I'll show you what I think our hurdles are going to be. Hello my friends, this is Legend. YieldMax Misty made some nice moves today. So I just wanted to go right over to Webull charts here and just kind of show you what we're looking at. So here we are on Misty. And as you can see here, Misty had some nice moves today. It moved up nicely. And remember, I've got that $23 and that $23.50 put. And since the price is at $23.35, that $23 put is now no longer in the money. I could close it, but I'm not going to. I'm going to ride it out until mid-April of when it expires. And if it does go back down, I'll look to roll it again. So just wanted to give you an update on that. But as you can see here, we were bouncing off of that same support line. And now we are moving up, right? Now, I've got this orange line right here. I just wanted to kind of show you that if you see, it could be somewhat of a resistance. As you can see here, right here where it bounced off of it and went back up, and then it bounced off of it again right here. And then after it did break down during the February fall, it came back up, hit that same line right there, because now rather than a support where it was bouncing off of it, being a support here and here, now it becomes a resistance. So now our hurdle here is going to be trying to break through that barrier. So I think that's what we're going to want to see. We're going to want to see Misty break through this. And if it doesn't, I think we're going to see it come back down and possibly start retesting this lower support line again. But if we can break through and get above here, then I think it's going to use that same line that is now a resistance. It will become hopefully a support once again. And we can bounce off of the top of that and move on up. So I think that's a very important line for us to look at right now, that if we can break through that, I'm hoping we can use that as support and move on up with Misty. And I just wanted to also show you another support line of where we're at in the market as far as currently. And if we look at the SPY here, you can see I had this trend line here and it's just been kind of bouncing off of it, right? Moving on up. And then we had the February fall. Now, look at this. Today's closing candle here, we are on this orange line here that I drew in. Because look, we bounced off of it here. We bounced here. And therefore, that was more of a support, right? So it's bouncing. If it hits it on the top side and moves up, then it's bouncing off of it like a support. Now, it broke through here because of the February fall. But look right here. It wasn't a support, it was actually a resistance right here. So it was going up, it hit that line, it went down, and then it tested it again and then broke through. And then it was using it as a support, right? And it did break a little bit here, but then came right back up and jumped right back up above that support. And at that point, then it was using it as a support. Then we had the February fall, fell through it, but looky right here. As you can see, I'm going to zoom in a little bit more. We are at a critical point, I think, in my opinion, that this same support line of what it was called right here at this position, which is now a resistance line, I think that's very important for the market to get above it and to move on above it and to see if it can stay above it and bounce off of it if it need be. But if we break on down through it and we move on down here, then we could be going back down to test even the bottom right here or further, right? So I think right now, with the way the market is, as you can see with SPY, it looks the same here with Misty. We're at a support here as well on Misty at the current position. So I think it'd be very interesting to see if we can move on up and hold that line. So what do you think? Do you think we're going to break through that, or do you think it's going to hit that and fall down? Do you think the market is just teasing us with the up here lately? We've had a nice run up, and we had a huge jump here a couple days ago, right? On the 21st to the 24th. So Monday, it opened up huge on the SPY. And we look here on Misty, and then you can see, I would say that's still a huge jump up. It still jumped, right? It still jumped from a close of 21.57, and it jumped to an open of 22.22, right? So it still popped on that Monday. So we might be seeing a little bit of a resistance tomorrow, but we'll see. I'm hoping we can crack through that, and if we do, I think we can see a little bit positive movement going up even further. But if not, then we're going to probably come down and retest that support line at that around about that 1850 mark. We've got the MACD here, which is crossed up. We've got green here on the MACD, and the RSI 14 is at 54. So we are pretty much right there in the middle. We're not oversold, we're not overbought. So that's why I'm saying it seems to be a very critical moment, because the market's not even really sure which way it's going to go. It has been kind of going up and down a bit, but I think this is kind of a little bit of a critical moment for the market and for Misty. So don't forget that tomorrow the announcements for the YieldMax Group B will be announced, and we'll find out what they're paying out. I have NVDY and I have PLTY for those. I'm hoping to get some nice distributions out of that one. So anyway, I think I'm going to wrap it up right there. So don't forget to like and share this video, and also make sure to hit the subscribe button. It would be much appreciated. And as always, I am not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. Please do your own due diligence before you get into any stock plays. And until next time, legend out.